Now we're about 3.5 hours in here today, about mile, not quite mile 50. I don't know if you can see in the background there, we've got some flames coming out of this is about normal amount of truck traffic going on right now. It has been a rough ride today. Anyway, I've seen a couple of things that have kind of bothered me. One of them is every once in a while you get a stretch like this where there's nobody coming along my direction and you'd have multiple cars coming from the opposing direction. If one of them decides to pass, having two trucks bearing down on you, that is a scary sight. The other thing that kind of got to me was right after I had last stopped for pictures, a large truck came to a sudden halt about 100 yards behind me. Got out of his truck because some lumber had slid off the side towards the shoulder. But yeah, but really, what is bothering me, this is about the, I'm gonna guess 12th, maybe 18th can of Coors Light. Coors Light. That has been along the side of the road. Now what bothers me about that? Gonna work all day and have an ice cold beer at the end of the day, that doesn't bother me one bit. When you're behind the wheel, it's probably not as good of an idea. But when you're done with it, you don't throw it out the window. Be a man enough to do the crime, be a man enough to do the time. Open intox ticket, assuming you're not drunk. And if you're drinking Coors Light, you're probably not drunk. But I gotta believe an open intox ticket is cheaper than a littering ticket. But what really bugs me is what the hell is a working man doing drinking a Coors Light? Let's see what we got here. That tells me that you're either a slave to advertisement or you're like 15 years old. I mean, if you wanted to have a step up in quality, let me recommend to you a Hamm's. I don't even know where to start. Light beer. You outside working all day? I think you can probably afford the calories. If you insist on light beer, if you're watching your figure for the women folk around here, competition's probably pretty stiff. A lot of working men out here. If you're watching your figure, might I recommend a Miller product of some sort. But maybe this is part of it right here. This says right here, 2-stage cold activation. Cold and super cold. You probably can't see that. But this can will tell you when your beer is cold. That's great. So A, at the end of a long day working out in these fields, are you going to turn down a warm beer? And B, do you have a hand? Grab the damn thing. That's what you call a gimmick. They charge you extra for that. Yeah. Coors Light. Losing a little respect for you out here, fellas. I think I'm going to take this can with me. Maybe recycle it somewhere. I might stop up at the next watering hole. It's about 30 more miles down to Newtown. That'll be a good old time. Cold and super cold. You know you had the damn thing in a cooler all day sitting in the front of your pickup. Gonna give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. It was probably full of ice. That would have been one tasty light beer. Welcome to Makoti. We are here for the night. There is the grain elevator, restaurant, tavern, market, and cafe. Awesome. That was Main Street. Even more awesome is right over here, public swimming pool, which means Jay gets a shower. And that is going to be very welcomed at the end of another hot day. Here we are. Here's Lana too. She found her way into this downtown area and has already tried out the bar, and I'm told it is outstanding. So that is going to be a watering hole for us tonight. We still got several hours of daylight, so we can make this a date night. First one in a while. Yeah. I might even shave. But first I'm going to shower. It is time.
Yeah, you stink.
Okay, we are just leaving the K-Bar. Oh yeah, the K-Bar. And Lana had herself some gin and tonic. I just had a few Old Milwaukees. She's having a good old time. But what I was trying to point out is that as we're here, we got truck, there's a car. Truck. What else? How would you guess? Pick up. And that's the first pickup we started on. In the background, you might hear our dog barking. We are parked way on the other side of town. That's half a block away. And that's our camping spot for tonight. So we're gonna go. You should do a cartwheel. Oh, that's good form. With the purse bread in her mouth. Wow. Anyway, this is what happens on a short day. Only 116 miles today. It was hot. It was headwind, but truck traffic, narrow shoulder, bumpy as hell. 16 miles of road construction. It's a rough day, but a few Old Milwaukees and a big old greasy dinner really put that memory behind me. So we're good, and tomorrow we do it again.